Think back to a time in your life. It may be recent, it may be a long time ago. Hell, it may be happening to you right now. Sitting there, phone in hand, waiting for that person you are pining for to pay attention to you. Lost somewhere on the fence of friends and lovers, unsure of what exactly it is you are. All you want for them is to reach out to you, to give you some peace of mind, to give you some attention, to hit you up one more time. Hello, and thanks for coming back to Heard It in a Love Song, the show where we take a look into the songs that helped us fall in love, fall out of love, or regret the fact that we ever loved at all. My name is Richard Hunt, and this week we are taking a look into the martyr of music, the singer whose life is being controlled in a way that no one should ever be controlled, Miss Britney Jean Spears. We start our story in Macomb, Mississippi, on December 2nd, 1981. That is where and when Jamie Spears, and his wife Lynn brought into the world their second child. They had one boy already, Brian James, who was born on April 19th, 1977. But on December 2nd, they welcomed a baby girl, Britney Jean Spears, into the world. Now, there will be no getting around this, so let's get the elephant in the room out of the way. In the Jeff Buckley episode, we saw what having no father could do to the psyche of someone. On the flip side of that is having a father who is a piece of shit, and that is exactly what we have here in the case of James Spears. Even before Britney was born, her mother filed for divorce in 1980. Those legal papers reveal the dark side of what would become Britney's youth. Lynn's divorce application was on the grounds of adultery. According to the petition, Jamie cheated on Christmas Day, 1979. The legal papers alleged that Jamie was seen in a local bar with a woman and was observed hugging, kissing, and fondling this woman. From there, Lynn wrote, they went to the Spears trailer, where he committed adultery during the late evening hours of December 25th and the early morning hours of December 26th. Lynn also sought a restraining order, her petition saying that she fears the defendant will become angry when served with these papers, that he will harass and or physically harm her, especially if he had been drinking. In March of 1980, the divorce papers were withdrawn. Now, it should come as no surprise, given that it was deep in the Bible Belt South in the 80s, the Spears family were Southern Baptist. When the family packed up and moved to Kentwood, Louisiana, the wheels were put into motion on a journey that would one day make Britney Spears the sanctioned Princess of Pop. It was there that the Spears family attended the First Baptist Church, and it was at the First Baptist Church that Britney began singing in the church choir. At the very young age of 3, Britney was enrolled in a local dance class and was proficient enough to land her a solo recital. But it was at the age of 5 that Britney had her first taste of the spotlight, when at her kindergarten graduation, she sang What Child Is This? For the next 3 years, Britney was enthralled by more dance lessons, supplemented with singing lessons, talent shows, and even state-level singing competitions. When she was 8, Britney and Lynn Spears traveled to Atlanta, Georgia to audition for a shot on the newly revived Mickey Mouse Club. Casting director Matt Casella rejected her as too young, but saw the massive potential in her, and he introduced her and Lynn to Nancy Carson, a New York City talent agent. Nancy Carson and her talent agency, Carson Adler Agency, has guided the early careers of not only Britney Spears, but Lea Michele, Lily Sobieski, Cynthia Nixon, Mandy Moore, Donald Faison, Celia and Andrew Keenan Bolger, Ansel Elgort, Misha Barton, Ariana Grande, Ben Affleck, and Matt Damon. Nancy Carson was so impressed with Britney Spears that she suggested enrolling her at the Professional Performing Arts School in New York. Shortly afterward, Lynn and her daughters, Jamie Lynn, who was born on April 4th, 1991, moved to a sublet apartment in New York. Britney's first professional role was being hired as the understudy for the lead role of Tina Denmark in the off-Broadway musical Ruthless.
You can have it all. You've got talent.
What's an understudy?
Something were to happen to Louise Lerman.
I'll do it. I'll do anything to play this part. What would you give me for a bucket of kisses?
Why, I'd give you a tub of hugs. Ruthless, that's the game you must play.
The show must go on.
The role was given to Laura Bell Bundy, who ironically would go on to feature in How I Met Your Mother.
Boats! Boats! Boats!
It's the Farhampton Boat Show!
Boats! Boats! Boats!
November 5th, 6th, and 7th at the Farhampton Civic Center! Come on down!
As did Britney Spears.
Sir, please don't yell at me. Because when people yell at me, I have a tendency to start crying. Please don't do it.
Abby, I've told you before, when they're rude to you, hang up the phone. Go on, you can do this. Hang up. Abby, hang it up. I'm sorry. I just wish that some of the patients would be nicer to you.
And for a bonus fun fact, the role was also understudied by Natalie Portman. From there, Britney would not only appear in commercials for Mall's barbecue sauce.
For more than 3 generations, Mall's has been the secret to great barbecue.
A fire's a fire, a grill's a grill. What makes that meat a culinary thrill? It's what you do when you barbecue. Pour the good sauce on. Sizzle that flavor in. Appetites go wild. Don't waste your barbecue.
And Bell South.
Here in the South, we use technology to make our lives easier. And at Bell South, we've developed one of the most sophisticated communication systems in the world, with more people using more advanced features than ever before. So, if life seems a little easier here in the South, it's not by accident. It's because we work at it. Bell South. It's all here.
But the dream for any child star in the 80s and 90s, Star Search. It was 1992, and Ed McMahon was blown away on Britney's first episode when she covered Eva Tenge's I Don't Care. And edged out the prior champion.
The challenger Britney Spears receives 3 3/4 stars.
The next episode, filmed the same day, found Spears covering something more modern, the Judds' 1990 country hit, Love Can Build a Bridge. Now, it takes a special type of child prodigy to do justice to the Judds, but that is exactly what Britney Spears did.
When we stand together, it's our finest hour. We can do anything, oh anything. Keep believing in that between your heart and mine.
Fast forward to December 1992, and Britney Spears finally found herself a Mouseketeer. And she had plenty of future star power to keep her company, what with
Dale,
Jennifer, Justin, Carrie,
JC,
Brittany,
Josh,
Rona, TJ, Ilana,
Ricky,
Christina,
Mark,
Nita, Ryan,
Matt,
Nikki,
Tony,
Lindsay, Tay, Terry.
Fred, and you.
by her side. Nick Carter also auditioned for a spot in the same lineup as Britney Spears, and he was offered the part but turned it down because he'd been invited to form a vocal group which would eventually become the Backstreet Boys. Kirsten Dunst, Ben Affleck, Brittany Murphy, Joey Fatone, Donald Faison, and Countess Vaughn all tried out for the series but were rejected from Disney. For 3 blissful years, Britney enjoyed the hype and fame of the Mickey Mouse Club, but as things are prone to do, the show was canceled in 1996, and the now high school age Britney found herself living a normal life back in the South. Attending Park Lane Academy in Macomb, Mississippi, Britney found normal life hard to adjust to, telling Rolling Stone in 1999, "I was so bored. I was the point guard on the basketball team, I had a boyfriend, I went to homecoming and Christmas formal, but I wanted more." And it wouldn't be long until she got what she deserved. It's 1997, and Britney Spears is introduced to yet another toxic male in her life, Lou Pearlman.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
The intent was to see if Britney Spears was a good fit for the newly formed group, Innocence, which was managed by Lou Pearlman and Lynn Harless, who was the mother of Justin Timberlake. She joined but left before they even recorded an album, and eventually they would reunite when Innocence opened for Britney on tour. Lynn asked family friend and entertainment lawyer Larry Rudolph for his opinion and submitted a tape of Spears singing over a Whitney Houston karaoke song along with some pictures. Larry has represented Avril Lavigne, Miley Cyrus, will.i.am, Nicole Scherzinger, Justin Timberlake, 98 Degrees, Nick Lachey, DJ Pauly D, Backstreet Boys, O-Town, Toni Braxton, Swizz Beatz, Kim Petras, and DMX. He is also the founder of Reindeer Entertainment, a management firm through which he has produced the movie Crossroads in 2002, and 2 reality series, Newlyweds, Nick and Jessica, and There and Back, about the solo career of O-Town's Ashley Parker Angel. He decided that he wanted to pitch her to record labels, for which she needed a professional demo. He sent Britney an unused song of Toni Braxton's called Today. She rehearsed for a week and recorded her vocals in a studio. The demo was ultimately underwhelming, and not on the fault of Britney Spears. Steve Lunt, songwriter and producer who has worked with a bevy of artists from Aaron Carter, the Cheetah Girls, and Cyndi Lauper, of which he co-wrote The Goonies Are Good Enough, who was an A&R man at the time for Jive Records, said, "It had been done in one of those karaoke recording studios, and it was totally in the wrong key for her. But there was one part when her voice went up into a higher register, and suddenly she sounded really soulful and appealing. I thought maybe there was something there." Britney and Lynn traveled back to New York with a demo and met executives from 4 record labels. 3 of the labels rejected her, saying that the audiences wanted pop bands such as Backstreet Boys or the Spice Girls, and that there was never going to be another Madonna, another Debbie Gibson, or another Tiffany. A few weeks after submitting the tapes, she got a call to audition at Jive Records in New York City, where she sang Whitney Houston's I Have Nothing in front of a small room of executives. They were so impressed that they signed her immediately. Senior Vice President of A&R, Jeff Fenster, said about Britney Spears' audition that it's very rare to hear someone that age who can deliver emotional content and commercial appeal. For any artist, the motivation, the eye of the tiger, is extremely important, and Britney had that. Jive assigned her to work with producer Eric Foster White for a month. He shaped her voice from a lower and less poppy delivery
Loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe,
to a distinctly, unmistakably Britney Spears.
My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe.
After hearing the recorded material, President Clive Calder ordered a full album, and Britney had originally envisioned Sheryl Crow music but younger and more adult contemporary. She felt secure with her label's appointment of producers, since it made more sense to go pop because I can dance to it. It's more me. She flew to Chiron Studios in Stockholm, Sweden, where half of the album was recorded from March to April 1998, with producers Max Martin, Dennis Pop, and Rami Yacoub, among others. Together they produced Soda Pop, From the Bottom of My Broken Heart, You Got It All, and most importantly, Email My Heart.
Everyone has been doing emails, and it's Email My Heart, so it's everyone can relate to that song. It's a really nice song.
Those sessions also birthed several songs that didn't make the cut on her debut LP. Reg Jones, who was Britney Spears' boyfriend at the time, was responsible for the leak of her demos, with him throwing them up on auction sites in 2018. Let Me Take You There, a previously unreleased song, featured on a cassette labeled Britney Spears Demos from November 1997. Featuring some other yet-to-be-released songs, and early versions of Baby One More Time tracks were among the tapes sold. Max Martin showed Spears and her management a track titled Hit Me Baby One More Time, which was originally written for American R&B group TLC, however they rejected it. Britney later claimed that she felt excited when she heard it, and knew it was going to be a hit. We at Jive said this is a fucking smash, revealed Steve Lunt. However, other executives were concerned that the line Hit Me would condone domestic violence, and later revised it to Baby One More Time. Britney revealed that she stayed up late the night before recording, listening to Soft Cell's Tainted Love, which she thinks is a sexy song, to get the growl that she wanted. I wanted my voice to be kind of rusty. She revealed that she didn't do well at all the first day in the studio because she was too nervous. So she went home that night and had some fun, and the next day she completely relaxed and nailed it, saying, "You gotta be relaxed singing Baby One More Time." By June 1998, the album was done, and Spears embarked on a promotional tour sponsored by L'Oreal, Baby One More Time was initially set to be released in October 1998, but due to marketing issues, it was pushed back to January 12, 1999. The album was a massive global success, debuting atop the Billboard Top 200 charts and Canadian album charts. Spears became the 5th solo artist to chart on the Billboard 200 under the age of 18. Joining the prior 4 was LeAnn Rimes, Tiffany, Stevie Wonder, and Ricky Nelson. It received worldwide certifications, including a 14 times platinum certification from the Recording Industry of America. Baby One More Time is Spears' most successful album, with sales of over 25 million copies sold worldwide, making it one of the best-selling albums of all time, as well as the best-selling debut by a female artist of all time. Baby One More Time was released as Britney Spears' debut single on October 23, 1998. An accompanying music video directed by Nigel Dick was shot. In 2010, the music video for Baby One More Time was voted the 3rd most influential video in the history of pop music. Sometimes was released as the 2nd single on April 30th, 1999.
Sometimes I run, sometimes I hide, sometimes I'm scared of you.
Drive Me Crazy was the 3rd single released on August 23rd, 1999.
Drive me crazy, I just can't sleep.
From the Bottom of My Broken Heart was the final single released on December 15th, 1999.
From the bottom of my broken heart.
The road that led Britney Spears to creating an explosive breakout single was a long and winding road indeed, and the way that she made it completely her own speaks to the talent she possesses. Max Martin composed Baby One More Time, and he has proved himself to be a powerhouse songwriter. In fact, I can't even do the norm of just listing a few of the most popular songs he wrote, because the list is way too long and varied.
I throw my hands up in the air sometimes.
Imagine owning the most dynamite pop songs.
Go. I wanna celebrate and live my life. Make me
By one of the greatest songwriters of our time.
dream the way you turn me on. I can't sleep.
In a once-in-a-lifetime collection.
I know you want it. Bang, bang, all over you. I'll let you have it. Just wait a minute, let me take you.
Heard It in a Love Song presents the ultimate Max Martin collection.
but I love it.
36 pop songs
In love with you.
Come on, baby, we ain't gonna live.
by all our favorite artists.
Show you all the things that we could do
The Veronicas,
together.
Pink,
I wanna spend
Ed Sheeran,
Everybody, yeah.
The Backstreet Boys,
Body right. Backstreet's back, alright. You're all I ever needed, yeah.
Get the ultimate Max Martin collection on 2 CDs for just $26.99.
I want you back.
But since you've been gone, I can't breathe for the first time.
But subscribe to this channel and we'll take $10 off.
Got a long list of ex-lovers. They'll tell you I'm insane.
That's right, you'll get 2 CDs for just $16.99.
And I'll write your name. My loneliness is killing me. And I must confess, I still
The ultimate Max Martin collection is not sold in stores.
waiting for.
So what are you waiting for? Subscribe today.
Love me like you do.
But when it comes to Britney, he might not have been able to make Baby One More Time if he wasn't Swedish. Author John Seabrook discussed the song's origins in a 2018 interview with Entertainment Weekly, saying, "Before the song came out, nobody in America liked the hook, 'Hit Me Baby One More Time.' Everybody thought it was some sort of weird allusion to domestic abuse or something. But what it really was the Swedes using English not exactly correctly. What they really wanted to say was, 'Hit me up on the phone one more time,' or something of that sort. But at that point, Max's English wasn't that great, so it came out sounding a little bit weird in English. But when they tried to get him to change it, he said, 'No, it can't be changed. That's it.' The Guardian reports in 2013, T-Boz of TLC revealed that line is what made her decide to not record the song. I was like, I like the song, but do I think it's a hit? Do I think it's TLC? Was I going to say, 'Hit Me Baby One More Time'? Hell no. It was also shopped to the Backstreet Boys and the British boy band Five, who was most known for their single When the Lights Go Out. Jive Records president Barry Weiss told Entertainment Weekly in 2018, Britney Spears added her own memorable flair to the track. I remember when we got it back, with Britney on it, she had that as an ad-lib. We thought it was really weird at first. It was strange. It was not the way Max wrote it, but it worked. We thought it could be a really good opening salvo for her. Now, as I said earlier, the music was directed by Nigel Dick. What I neglected to tell you is how prolific his music video directing career is. Much like Max Martin with songwriting, there's way too many to name. After being chosen, he received criticism from his colleagues about wanting to work with Spears. He responded saying, "It's a great song. I don't know anything about Britney. I never watched the Mickey Mouse Club, but she seems like a great kid and she's very enthusiastic. I just love the song. It's a great song." The video's original setup was much different than what eventually became the final product. The plan was to have the video in a cartoon-like environment, a likely attempt to attract an audience of younger children. Spears was unhappy with this and argued that she wanted her video to reflect the lives of her fans, and she wanted the video to be set in a school. The original setting was scrapped and replaced with Spears' concept. Nigel's first idea for the wardrobe was jeans and a t-shirt, but during the wardrobe fitting, Spears asked for a schoolgirl outfit. Dick said that every piece of wardrobe in that video came from Kmart, and I was told at the time not one piece of clothing in that video cost more than $17. The knotted shirt was Britney's idea. She recollects saying, "This outfit kind of looks dorky," so I was like, let's tie up our shirts and be cute. The music video was shot on August 7th and 8th, 1998, at Venice High School, the same school used to shoot the 1978 film Grease. Fun fact, her assistant played the teacher, and her cousin Chad played the love interest. The song, of course, has been covered so many times. Tori Amos, Fountains of Wayne, Bowling for Soup, Ahmet and Dweezil Zappa. Italian symphonic death metal band Fleshgod Apocalypse paid homage to the song in their single No. And my favorite two covers, by the Marias.
When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. I'm not that innocent, baby.
And Toast Drake.
It's killing me, and I must confess, I still believe.
Baby One More Time comes in at 93 beats per minute. Look, do I even have to explain why I chose this song? Why I love this song? You don't truly understand how powerful of a pop song Baby One More Time is until you narrow in on the fact that she was 16 years old when she recorded it. And even if she was in her 20s, it's still such a powerful love song because we've all had that one person that we wanted to pay attention to us romantically. It's the bop to end all bops. And in this house, we stan Britney Jean Spears. That is why this won't be the only Britney Spears episode I have planned. The injustice that is happening to her right now with her father and the whole conservativeship is truly disgusting, and I hope that she gets the freedom she deserves. There's some sort of poetry in the fact that Britney Spears' favorite book as a child was Princess and the Pea, which is about a girl that no one believes is a princess until it's revealed how sensitive she is. For this week's love homework, check out Over the Moon by the aforementioned band, the Marias.
I'm lost completely. I might as well be over the moon.
If you like what you learned today and you'd like to continue learning, please consider subscribing and clicking the bell. Also toss a like if you learned something that you didn't know. Until next time, my name is Richard Hunt, and you heard it in a love song.
Tell me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now what you have got. Loneliness is killing me. I must confess that I still believe I might give me